Welcome to the day and a life of a Stoic. I did Marcus Aurelius' morning routine for 60 days, and to say it changed my life would be an understatement. So you're gonna ask, how the hell do I know what Marcus Aurelius did every morning? Well, I don't know for a fact what he did every single morning, but from reading his journal and through the many stories that people say about him, I came up with 6 things that Marcus does in a day. So let's begin. Marcus Aurelius says, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for the things that this world I was brought into to do? Or was I created to huddle under the blankets and stay warm? So this was clear that Marcus used to get up at sunrise and start his day early and conquer his morning. So I start my day anytime between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. So the very first thing I do in the morning is make my bed, and I never miss a day. I find making your bed in the morning starts the day right on a good note, and it leads to the other good habits you're about to see. Next, I make sure I wash my face and take a look at the accountability mirror. My accountability mirror shows me all my insecurities and truths and all my goals that I have laid out in front of me. This is a good reminder to why I'm starting my day early so I can be motivated to keep going. Next, I get dressed, and I always keep these 2 items with me no matter where I go in my mornings, and that is my journal and the book that I am reading that day. Next, I make sure I stay hydrated by drinking at least half a liter of water, and I tend to add glutamine and vitamin C into it because it helps me with energy, immune function, gut health. It's not the best tasting drink, but it's really good for you to have in the morning. After I get my water, I come to the backyard and I start journaling. So today's journal topic is on what would happen if I took a second to cool down. So that's my morning reflection. I typically spend about 1 hour every morning to journal. This really helps me get deep in my thoughts and self-reflect, and it just puts me in such a peace of mind before going about my day. So that is my journaling for this morning. Okay, so we just journaled and hydrated. Now I'm gonna have my cup of coffee for the day. You guys are probably wondering, where is my breakfast? I don't have breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat usually until after my first workout of the day, which is in the morning. So I don't eat until around 12 p.m. So I do intermittent fasting because Stoicism believes in, practicing having a little diet and giving your digestive system a break, not eating too much food. So that's why I do it. So I do allow myself oat milk and a little bit of sugar, and it's the only sugar I allow myself in my diet right now because I just can't drink coffee black. I just can't. I tried for like 2 months, it didn't work, so forgive me. Not bad. It's called Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. So this is where I get all my reading done in the mornings. I dedicate at least an hour to 2 hours of my mornings just reading. So this is a good way of catching up on reading and just killing books. When everyone is asleep, you can be awake reading and just catching up. So Marcus used to journal first thing in the morning, and it was so evident that he used to love reading. Reading was his leisure time, and it was actually considered a distraction to him because of how much he read. So it's cool to see the perspective in terms of how reading back in the day was leisure, just like how video games and watching TV is leisure to us today. A philosopher, for all their love of books, knows that there is something special about the outdoors. That's why Marcus Aurelius hunted. It's why Seneca took his long walks. It's why Epictetus never returned to Rome after his banishment. It's why Rutilius Rufus didn't either. It is still important, perhaps even more so, to continue to spend time in nature, both because of the safety of the outdoors and to retain some of the freedom of which we have been robbed. We must remain in constant dialogue with nature, taking regular forest baths, observing wildlife, visiting natural wonders, and playing sports outside. This restores our happiness, it gives us joy, it humbles us. This is what makes my life worth living. I find it's important for me to be surrounded by some type of nature, not to be stuck all day indoors, which is why I take this time to go on walks. It gives me a peace of mind away from home. At the end of my walk, I make sure I take at least 5 minutes to meditate. Marcus Aurelius advises us to perform an exercise called view from above. This meditation involves us envisioning ourselves from the third person, and in this vision we zoom out while keeping ourselves in the center. We continue zooming out and contemplating the scale of the universe, and the purpose of this meditation is supposed to show us how insignificant our problems really are in this vast world. Marcus says we should remark the grace and fascination that there is in nature's processes. He talks about the beauty of bread cracking in the oven and the ripe of an olive on a tree. So I make sure I take time in my day to appreciate nature's beauty, such as this acorn in my hand, or these flowers, or anything that I see in nature. Okay, just got back from my walk, got changed. Now I'm gonna go to the gym, lift some weight. It was clear that the Stoics practice voluntary discomfort, which is an act of doing something that is uncomfortable, but you are voluntarily doing it yourself. And this was evident when Marcus used to exercise in the morning, or fast for a day, or sleep on the floor. Seneca even says it is important to treat the body rigorously so that your mind is not disobedient. So I always make sure I exercise by lifting heavy weight in the morning. So my camera died at the gym, unfortunately, but I just did a quick workout. I got home, I ate my first meal, which is always rice, chicken, and salad. I eat that every single day. Like, that's my first meal around 11:30 to 1. Right now it's 12. Next is my favorite part of the day, which is a cold ass shower. And this shit does not get easier. This shit never gets easier. I've been doing this for years now. Does not get easy. The trick, well, not really a trick, but the trick is to just crank it to cold while it's already nozzled up. So you just get hit with the cold water, you take the L, you suffer for 2 minutes, and then it feels blissful after. I'll show you how it goes. Fuck. Oh my god. Alright, so I finished my cold shower. It is currently 12:39 p.m. I'm gonna take the next 3 hours to do some deep work. So this either involves video editing, scripting, researching, whatever I can do to help my YouTube channel. After my deep focus sessions, that's when I take a 30-minute break. I get a quick bite to eat, and then I actually go on a 10-kilometer run. But because today I have 2 soccer games, I'm not going to be going on my run, obviously. So instead of my run, I have 2 hours of relaxation, of reading, journaling, meditating. But I try not to spend too much time being overstimulated by external things like TV, anime, and video games. It's 12:50 p.m., but I feel like my day's already over. Anyways, I'm gonna dive into this deep session right now. So there you have it. That is my morning routine, like Marcus Aurelius. And this is what has helped me find peace in the last 2 months. So I hope this inspires someone to start their own morning routine as well. Thank you for watching. Take care.